Hi Taurus, welcome to your week ahead horoscope. Hi Taurus, welcome to your week ahead horoscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant signs. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Taurus, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they speak to you. With that said, we did have a blip, so we're back to the normal format. There were way too many complaints, emails and all sorts. If you are new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves you. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So your key to the week this week is the Magician card. You are ready. Taurus has arrived. This is the moment where you are no longer the student, you become the master. This is the week where you put something into motion, or you are stepping forward in a really big way. Maybe you're being presented to a new platform. Maybe you're being presented to an audience in some way, shape or form. I would also consider that this may be a week where a powerful person has your name on their lips and your name is being put forward in a really big way, and possibly in a way that you're not even aware of as yet. There is something happening behind the scenes here for you, Taurus, which I think is really powerful. For those of you that have had job interviews, etc., this is going to be the week where you get some really good news. This is also likely to be a week as well where you come into an understanding of who you truly are and how that sits out there in the world. Like, this could be the week where you finally discover or come into that moment of realization of what your unique thread in the grand tapestry actually looks like, right? Which is very, very exciting. For your actions and options this week, you got the Two of Wands. Taurus out here chasing that money. You know, no surprises there, right? But all jokes aside, this is, again, especially with the Magician card, this week you could be interacting with or going after, like, especially for those of you that work for yourselves, this week you could be going for those big clients, those big money clients. This week you could be connecting with a big client. You know, if you work for yourself, for somebody else as well, this could be the week where maybe you start chasing that promotion, where you start laying those seeds with the boss, with the establishment, to say, I'm ready for my next level, I'm ready for where it is that I go from here. There is a really strong sense this week. There is a big step forward being made, and it, you know, it could really see you rubbing some very affluent shoulders at that. For your communications and conversations, you have the Knight of Pentacles. Remember, this is just the start. This is not a marathon. It is not a sprint. It's a marathon, right? This week, you need to consider that whatever it is that you're initiating, whatever you're starting, whatever is starting to build momentum, it really is just the beginning. The Knight of Pentacles does not give any fast results. It's always something that takes its time to evolve. And it basically says, cross the T's, dot the I's, do the work, right? Because whatever you're building, it really does have amazing potential. So for those of you that work for somebody else, this is the week to sow the seeds. This is the week to demonstrate your potential. This is the week to go above and beyond. Why? Because the right people are watching. You have the eyes of the people, the ears of the boss. So make sure you use this opportunity wisely. For those of you that are working for yourselves, business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, etc., I always see this as kind of, you are making good progress, but you're nowhere near done, right? So you are doing very well at the moment, and this really is just the start. I said this to a friend just recently who happens to be a Taurus ascendant, I believe. I really feel like this is the start of her bull run, and that's what this is what I kind of feel like the message is for the whole sort of Taurian, you know, you Taurus gang, I know you love me, and I know you know that I love you in return. But all jokes aside, right, there's something about this week that feels like, you know, that moment where you start to pick up speed, right? This is just that initiation point. It's nowhere near over, right? So start considering how you can make this momentum, this success that you're having at the moment, find a way to think about how you can make it consistent. For those of you that are retired or no longer working for any reason, one of the things that I would say to you with this card, this really is time for you to start going on all of your plans, all of the things that you have envisioned for this version of you or this moment of your life. It's time to initiate, right? And yes, obviously we've got Mercury retrograde, you know, if there's paperwork and stuff involved, as there might be for some of you, obviously do your due diligence, you know, make sure that you get a second pair of eyes or a fresh perspective on it. But really, this could be a great week for you to get started on something, especially behind the scenes. For your money and materials, you have the Three of Wands. Of course you do. Expansion of your vision and growing it. Whatever it is that you're hoping to put out into the world, whatever it is that next sort of big monetary or financial goal that you're chasing, you're thinking too small, right? You need to start, what's the Three of Wands? Expansion of your vision. Think bigger, think broader, think bolder. And more importantly, with the Two of Wands right above it, this is about you going after something that is going to cement and solidify your financial security from here on in. Get going. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, your Three of Wands is going to be your, it's your noggin, your face, and particularly this kind of area. Doesn't mean that you're going to have, you know, definitely have any problems or issues in that area, but if you are, maybe it's that. I mean, one of the things, because you've got the Magician card here as well, it could be that this week, maybe, you know, like, you know, sometimes when you work so hard that you get like a stress headache. It could be that, something as small as that, or it could be something, you know, I'm not a doctor, can't give you medical advice, but it might even be something as you know, annoying as maybe like a head cold. You know, I get those every so often and they're really not pleasant. And then for your home and environment, well, look, you got to start thinking bigger. It does look like some of you might be doing work on the home as well this week. Very, very possible. Or maybe you're thinking about extending or expanding the home in some way, shape or form. And that can also include children. For your love and relations, you have the Eight of Cups. So for a select few of you, when it comes to the single life, this looks like something that you might very well be leaving behind. So for those of you that are single Taurians, this could be the week where you are meeting someone, aligning with someone, but this isn't going to be somebody that's in your vicinity. It will be somebody that you meet on your travels. If you are obviously in a place where lockdown is taking place at the moment, it may be that you're just really starting to consider your you know, maybe you're starting to consider other ways that you can date with people, and more importantly, it looks like you'd be clearing away some of the baggage that you have around dating or around finding somebody new. And this is a really good place to be, because when you clear that stuff, then somebody has the ability to show up, right? You got to create the space for them, and this week it does look like that's taking place for you. When it comes to those of you that are partnered or in relationships, whatever mountain you guys have climbed together, you are finally on the other side of it, coming down and being, and like literally moving into that space where you can start enjoying the relationship again. I really like this for you. Especially because I know Taurians have worked on their relationships quite a lot. This does feel, as I mean, for a very, very small, slim, minute portion of you. For some of you, it is maybe that fix it or forget it moment. But for the most part, you taken Taurians, it looks like you're finally reaching that place where it's like, yes, you know what, this is great. Now we can start getting back to what it's supposed to be like. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.